Wow, 26% copper.
That's pretty high. Yeah.
That probably means it's almost just a pure form of that mineral, because if you deal with the chemistry and work out like how much each element would weigh as a percentage of the formula,
Yeah.
usually the metals are like 30 to 50%.
Huh. So that's like as pure as you can get it.
Probably pretty close.
It's hard rock. Anyway, you've come a long way, baby. We're doing this is kind of a interesting mine because, as you viewers know, I hate cigarettes, but for airflow check, I found these in the parking lot at work and I didn't want to invest in a vape. But anyway, there hasn't been anyone in here in a long time. Take a step there and let's see your footprint. Just go ahead, walk through it. Okay, good. So you can see we're the first ones in here in a long time. Hold this. So what we're doing here is we take the cigarette and we can see that the airflow is blowing in to the mine. Actually, it's blowing in pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
So presumably, but this is always cool to get into something that no one has been in so long that they're literally, I mean, and it looks like it did get kind of wet through here, but the freaking smell of the cigarette really downgrades the quality of this activity. Wow. So that's a faces out. God. And it's a freaking Newport too. Oh, check this out.
We have an incline.
You have an incline?
Yeah.
That's what we're looking for.
But I think it just dead ends. I can't tell if it goes to the right or not. Maybe it just
Oh.
yeah, maybe it just dead ends there.
Wait, are those track at the bottom? But that's not 75 feet.
No.
That's like,
Oh,
here.
there's a bat.
Oh yeah, hold this. Let's see here. Kind of hold it straight down. Yeah, right there, right there. Did it go anywhere?
No. It's just lingering.
Okay, so that's a dead end. Man. You know what? Where's that bat? Should we smoke the bat?
No. He's sleeping.
Actually, those things are to be protected.
Yeah.
They eat
Insects.
insects that we don't like.
Mosquitoes for sure.
Yeah. Hi, Mr. Bat.
He's just sleeping.
Enjoy the Newport 100. You have to be conscious of that white nose syndrome or whatever, and it's a good thing that we don't have it here, because if we did. But yeah, check that out. That's like kind of interesting. I don't know, but so what a crap video, man. I can't even hold the cigarette and the flashlight. Here, hold this. Let's do an airflow check again. We're still cranking, aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh. So much for the new MSA Skull Guard safety cap. Oh, the other, hear that ding, duk, duk, hear the ring?
Yeah.
That's, hard rock. So there's extensive workings above us for all these ore chutes.
Yeah. Here's a grease can.
Grease can.
Yeah. Ooh. What is this? Nice.
Looks like someone puked. Okay, here, hold this, please. Our Newport's running kind of low here.
Yes, boy.
It's going that way.
Yep.
Okay, let's come over here. It's the thing with these
That's another.
mine exploring videos. You got to constantly,
Not as strong.
but it is going,
It is
that,
going
way,
that
right?
way, yeah, but not as strong. But it's going that way, yeah.
You know what? We're kind of in the ore body now, though. That's why the ore chutes and stuff are all concentrated here.
Yeah.
You want to hit? It's menthol.
I'll pass. I'll keep the menthol in my toothpaste.
It's refreshing. It's clean air. Clean air cigarette. It's
Good for the health, huh?
yeah. This is horrible.
Do you want me to go up there
Um,
and shine the light?
stand by. I'm gonna stop this. Rolling. Okay, so this is interesting because we have an ore chute. Did you did? That's not what those are for.
Menthol was never my thing.
Anyway, yeah, there's an ore chute here, and we're looking for an incline in this mine because it's reported that there's an incline that goes down 75 feet to several thousand feet of drifts and crosscuts, and that's what we want to get into. And we're looking for that. And this ladder is interesting because obviously it looks like someone might have put this ladder here to crawl up into whatever's above us, but it's time for that to go, man. I'm tired of smelling it. Don't put it on the wood. So this is really just faces out right here. Yeah, I thought that incline might have been right.
Like
And this was
underneath us?
going down us, yeah, but I don't think so, because it would need to have hoisting equipment above it. And this mine does have quite a bit of copper. You can see the green copper ore. There was airflow coming this way, right? A little bit.
A little bit.
So even though this is all plugged, the air is still working its way up through these collapses. When the air will work its way kind of through, minuscule cracks. Okay. So the majority of the airflow, does it face out right there? Or does it keep going?
It really picks up right here.
Well, yeah, it
Like
squeezes.
wind tunnel effect.
Yeah, it squeezes down.
Um,
I see an arrow
want me to
down.
go on the other side of this?
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, there's got to be our incline right there. See that?
Oh, yeah.
But what's interesting is this arrow here is pointing up, right?
Yeah. All of these have numbers on them too.
This is the same thing though. It's all plugged with like flash flood debris. Look at that.
Yeah.
Ooh. Let me get to the wide lens. Stand by.
Dude, check this out.
Hold on. Wow, that is cool.
Nice.
Check that out.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, like I said,
There's your incline. There's a ladder right here.
yeah, we need to come back here with the proper equipment. We need to run out.
Ho, 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 ho.
How's it look?
That's crazy. I don't know how deep it goes, but you should definitely get up
Well,
here.
the report said like 75 feet, right?
I'd say that's at least 75. It looks like there's a platform, and then it goes even farther. Wow.
We're going to need to rope that.
Jeez.
We're going to need to rope that to be safe.
And that makes sense because the reportings are that
Yeah.
there's about 750 feet of tunnel before you get to the incline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. What was that?
You're all right.
No,
I just stepped on a rock.
Okay.
That's all it was.
So, where was the hoist? Stand by. Was it outside?
Anyways. Huh. There's no ladder from here up there, though.
I love this. I love this wood. You know what? We need to come back here with the right lighting. Screw this. I'm done with the hot spots. Okay, so we're back at the incline. And this had, no, dude, this had a windlass.
Say that again.
Wow. Was this really hand powered? This couldn't have thousands of feet, but there sure was a lot of infrastructure put in here for this. The bar was going right across the top here. See the slots in this wood?
Yep.
And you can actually see there where the drum was rotating. See what I'm talking about? See the slots in the road? So there was a bar going across there.
Yep.
So, I mean, that would generally be pretty small, but there's a lot of infrastructure. We got to rope it. But anyway, we did the cigarette check going down, and there was no airflow going down, but there is airflow going up here for sure. And you say there's a ladder?
Yeah. Come on around this way. Or you can see that way. Yeah, there you go.
That's a crappy ladder.
Yeah.
All right. Had enough of these damn Newports.
Okay. Oh, this is actually going to be very doable. I can see the top already. It goes about another 20 feet. The ladder has maybe 2 rungs that are broken. And
Get up there. Get up. You got your radio, right?
Yeah.
Let's do a radio check real quick. Stand by. Go ahead.
Okay.
No, the radio check.
Oh.
Just.
You copy?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, you do have to push the button. Power on that thing. dust is blowing up.
Yeah, the cigarette confirms that. Let me know if you get to a drift level.
It's a drift.
Is it?
Yep.
Is it? Does it look good?
Yeah.
You want to hang there and I'll come up?
Sure, if you want to.
It can't just stop. The smoke went up there. There's airflow.
Boulder was like the end of the road, but apparently it's not.
You want to check it out?
I'll go a ways, yeah.
Yeah, go check it out. See if it goes. So what I'm thinking went on here, because we're analyzing this. This mine was resurveyed sometime in the 70s. And the mine, I think, played out kind of, the last report was in the 40s or 50s. So I'm wondering if what happened when they left in the, let's just say the 50s, they pulled all the incline infrastructure out. And then when they came back in the 80s or 70s or whatever it was, they put this in because the wood does look newer. And they were just using a hand crank windlass with a 5-gallon bucket to bring some samples out from below, because the majority of this mine is supposed to be below us. And if you look at the rest of the infrastructure in here, the amount of labor and wood that went into this, it doesn't match a windlass. You know, it just doesn't. I mean, this is extensive. This is quite extensive, but there's a lot of the picture missing here. A lot of this doesn't make sense.
You've come a long way, baby.
For my money, women have come too far. I mean, they're running the house. They're running the country. Pretty soon, they'll be running the world. In fact, I think they're running the world now. Now, what we men should do is take away some of their rights. Like, don't let them vote, or make a living, or own property. In fact, we should take away that cigarette made just for them.
All right, we're going back in and we're going to set up and repel that winds in there, but I just wanted to show this copper deposit. This is very cool. This would actually be cool to have. It's like the rock is fractured, and this is very cool. Check that out. All right, we're back at the winds here. This is supposed to be 70 plus feet down, and then a couple thousand feet of drifting and cross cuts. I've roped it. I've got it roped to this. There's no way we're going to pull that out of there. If we pull that out of there, we might as well just forget it. Good wood. It's dry in here. That wood is petrified, strong as it was when it was put in here. I'm harnessed up. I'm going to get on rope and drop down this thing, and we'll see what we can find.
We are recording. There he goes. Down into the abyss.
Yeah, what I'll do is the ladder is perfect. The ladder is in perfect shape. Yeah, the ladder is mint.
Okay. I thought there were a couple rungs down there that are broken. Like maybe another
No,
10.
what it is there's a rung missing
Uh-huh.
where the cross brace is. But you use that as a rung.
Okay, well, tell me what you think another 10 feet below you.
Okay, here's some broken.
Yeah.
This is broken right here
Uh-huh.
from people throwing rocks down here.
Gotcha.
And this is, yeah. Shit.
What's up?
Okay, I'm on a level. This is, you see me?
Yeah, I see ya.
This is a level right here.
That's what I was talking about, right? Yeah. Right there. Yep. Is it a drift?
So I don't know, it continues.
How far? How much farther down?
Looks like it's paved right here.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead and stop that. Okay, this is the first level. And it continues down. No, this never went anywhere. It faces out there. It never went anywhere. At least I don't. I don't think it ever went anywhere. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to get back on and. What?
How much farther down?
I can't tell.
From here, it literally looks like.
Okay, I'm at the bottom. Yep, I'm rolling video. So, let's get up a little brighter here. Here we go. There's track at the bottom here. And the track just goes into a face. Why? This makes absolutely no sense unless the report was some kind of scam deal where they were trying to impress some investors. It makes no sense at all. There's some interesting colors there, because, yeah, this is copper, you know. But, yeah, this makes no sense at all. Come down. Oh, shit. So would be. What is this that fell down here? A skunk? Oh, man. Oh, yeah, I can smell it now. Gotta love this. It's the bottom of that. I love my hemp rope. It's always nice when you're going up and you see something like this. Nah, nothing. Just stay right there. Keep the ladder lit up just like that. But I'm just talking about this piece of wood. You know, you'd never know from standing on top of this that this is what was underneath it. That's kind of why these false floors are notorious for. But that's why I'm on rope. You don't take chances with this crap. Yeah, stay right there. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, sexy. Okay. So I wanted these all the way at the very back at the bottom, but since that's not going to happen, we'll put them right here. This should be good for a few years. There you go. Very cool. Very coppery. Coppery goodness. Charcoal filtered. So yeah, he's shortening the rope so it doesn't get caught, hopefully. And lots of trash down here, but not many people come down here. That's for damn sure. So there's a look at it, and it's kind of nothing. Notice the way the colors pop with this light. Anyway, I just came back up this winds, and of course you saw what was below, which was nothing. So it's very possible that the report was a scam deal. Is this blurry? What's going on here? Seriously. But yeah, it's interesting how you have that. You have all of this. You know, you have all of this for what? You know, why? That's the mystery here. Why? You know, maybe we should be going up. I don't know. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. Does that all look hollow up in there?
Yeah, it's pretty cavernous in there. I can't see this way, but
There's the drift coming in. Actually,
oh, I see. The way there's wood mixed in with the.
yeah, it's like it
rock,
collapsed.
But it's a collapse. Yeah, that wasn't like an ore. Maybe that was like an ore bin in there or something. Look that way to the right.
I don't know if this. See, there's your native trees. See
Yep.
them up there?
Yeah.
But is that a drift that goes? Is that that's not 45 feet up, is it?
It's at least 20, 25.
Yeah, I know I'm looking around here a lot, but I'm quite intrigued, especially by this setup right here. This is, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this in a mine. You can see it's all recycled wood. Look at the nails sticking through it. You know, and the hoist could have been back there, which would have made sense. And then it would have dumped into an ore bin, but it's very strange. This is very strange. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to walk this out with the big light. I'm going to try and walk it slow and just document it so you can see it. Hopefully it looks good. Thousands of feet of drift. I don't think so. Where did this go? Did you peek your head up that?
No, but I can.
Yeah, why don't you peek your head up that real quick? That just dead ends right there. Copper. Lots of copper. This is interesting how this is a totally different type of earth from anything in here pouring down that ore chute. So this is up in that area that he checked out, and you can see this is probably gypsum. It's like that little hairs. Those are probably gypsum. Which is weird, gypsum growing with copper.
I know someone we can ask about that.
Oh yeah, we'll ask tomorrow.
I'm just gonna kind of roll.
Millennial flavored snack treats. Okay, we went down this way. We're seriously or simply or something. We're just going to head out. This is, look at that color. This is the ore body back in here, though. From here up, this whole area is where the ore was, going down and up. Grease bucket. Yes, kind of rotten. Kind of rotten. See, this is all void of color here. There's, I mean, it's good hard rock, but it's just void of color. Oh yeah, this is what we think is the kind of the center line of the mountain. Okay, so we checked this out. That didn't go anywhere. Now there's supposed to be another tunnel above us. Yeah, exactly. These are just all plugged.
Yeah.
That's-
I think it's cool that our footsteps are like the first in here forever.
Yeah, this mine is definitely off the beaten path. That's for sure. We didn't go this way, did we?
No,
The cigarette didn't do anything
Right.
here, so we just were like, no.
the slums weren't having it. Whoa, goes up a little bit. Where does it get?
It does. It just completely faces out right there. Kinda no reason for this tunnel.
Look up right now.
Oh, Stopetastic. Ooh, you've come a long way, baby. Mild Virginia cancer for women only.
Just mild.
Just mild. Kind of the low impact kind that just kind of slowly eats you away, you know, just kind of just like the slow rot. Or shoot number 3. You know what this mine is also completely devoid of?
Huh.
Is devoid a word?
Void.
Void.
Devoid?
Devoid.
Devoid.
Um,
Oh, there's a lot of copper in that.
yeah, don't tempt that. Stay away from that. This mine is completely devoid, bell biv devoid of carbide graffiti and graffiti of any kind, and those little markings where they count the number of loads, the little dots.
Yeah.
The only markings in this whole thing are the numbers on the ore chutes. That's it.
So that's uncommon.
Well, usually there's graffiti. Okay, we're going to go try and get into the upper level of this, but if we can't, I think I'm going to give this about a 3 out of 10. No equipment. Absolute 0 dead end wins. No graffiti. This is nothing. This is just like a... Yeah, we kind of missed that, didn't we? Does it go anywhere?
Yeah.
It does.
There's some timbers that are on the ground. And it goes to... You definitely can't get up in there. It's collapsed. It's rubble, the rocks the size of your fist. Minimum. And then they just go up to larger pieces. And it goes up at an angle about, I don't know, 45 degrees or so. But yeah, this is cool though.
I wonder if this is the access to the upper level.
I don't know.
No way to get up it?
No, it's, I mean, floor to ceiling. It's, and you can see that they came in from up. So.
Okay. Yeah, the black, the darker color is higher copper.
That's probably that mineral calcite.
The darker stuff?
Yeah.
So the green...
It's like shiny black.
So just because it's green, don't assume it's copper. Because it's, I mean, it's definitely, it's like bordering the green and the black. And the black is a higher copper concentration than the green.
Where'd you shoot this one? Up in
It's just
here?
Up on the black part.
It just starts to change colors once it gets introduced to like water and all the ions that come with water.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Iron is usually found in the form of magnetite, hematite, goethite.
Yeah, so there's
GOE? That's weird.
These are all iron and copper mixed, and with some lead. I didn't see any silver in any of this.
Is iron ore worth anything?
In large quantity.
Oh.
Yeah, you gotta have a bunch.
Wow, 26% copper.
That's pretty high. Yeah.
That probably means it's almost just a pure form of that mineral, because if you do the chemistry and work out like how much each element would weigh as a percentage of the formula,
Yeah.
usually the metals are like 30 to 50%.
Huh. So that's like as pure as you can get it.
Probably pretty close.
All right, I'm going to do this brown area. Well, that's interesting. That's absolutely worthless. That's that brown area right there. Okay. Here's the green area.
Did you find that in the walls or just on the ground?
They were all over the place in the mine. I tried to get stuff from the lowest, hardest to get to levels. The stuff I had to repel to. Lots of copper there. we're gonna do this blue one here. Wow, 21% copper. It's got some lead. What is TH? Fe is iron.
Seriously?
K.
Thorium.
Thorium. What is K?
Potassium.
Potassium. Duh. Okay, let's do this. It's a different part. Less copper, some zinc, some lead.
He said this is smelted.
Okay,
To me, it looks like
Maybe.
it. Or it's at least
this
like
is the brown spot.
some natural equivalent.
Iron. Wow, look at this one.
Shove that thing in your eyes for 2
It's just black rock.
Oh, look at the little crystals. Is that what you're talking about?
weeks. Yeah.
Dude, they're cool.
27% iron, 20% copper.
Wait, what?
Really?
It's kind of like part of the super bloom here of the West Coast or the Western United States because of all the rain. And by the way, it's like almost June. It's almost June right now, and we're expecting a big rainstorm with heavy rain. Almost June. And it's unseasonably cold. What should it be out here? Like 85 right now? 90?
This spot, yeah, in low 80s.
Yeah, and it's what, 59, 60?
It's about, 50, yeah, upper 50s.
So how about a mine exploring video where you want to come over here and give us a little like plant education? Why not? Let's do that.
What do you want to know?
So what is this one right here?
That is a Mojave prickly pear.
Okay, what is this one right here?
That's a form of, that's a species of Echinocaris, so a hedgehog cactus. That's more than likely a hedgehog cactus. All these are hedgehog cacti through here.
So the purple flowers are hedgehog cacti. How about this thing right here? This like low budget ghetto daisy looking thing.
Actually, it's in the daisy family. It's an Asteraceae, so it's probably like a desert marigold or desert desert. It could be like a daisy of some sort, like you just said. Actually,
Okay, what else do we have out here?
it's not completely fully in bloom yet, but here's Indian paintbrush.
Indian paintbrush.
This is a Mojave yucca in bloom.
So this is all the Mojave yucca does. Is this?
Yeah, that's the bloom. That's the flower right there, and it's still being fertilized. So in the next couple weeks or so, this will turn into a fruit, and then it'll have a seed pod hanging from it.
Do they ever open up?
No, the petals will eventually fall off. This will turn into a seed pod. The seed pods will hang there. The seed pods will be green through June, early July. They'll ripen.
How about this thing right here?
That's another prickly pear. That's I think the genus for it is a puntia.
And is that the flower that it gets?
It's starting to. These are buds coming out. But you still, even though they look different than the rest of the plant, you still want to touch them because they still have the spines on them as well. But that's really all I see through here. You have your cholla.
How about this horrible looking thing?
That's probably a silver cholla or cholla. They're not attractive, really. They really just kind of grow up, branch out, and then kind of fall over and die.
How about this thing right here? This weed.
I'm actually not sure what this is. That's Mormon tea over there, and it's blooming.
Which one?
This right here. This is Mormon tea. These are the flowers right here.
Mormon tea with flowers.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's a flower. 3 flowers. And they'll eventually seed out too. So if you imagine like how small the flower is, so the fruit is going to be that size or smaller, and it'll disperse, you know, several hundred seeds per stalk, and it's got several hundred, if not a couple thousand of stalks on it. So then it's a prolific seeder, but you don't see it out here that much just because the seeds are either eaten or the conditions aren't right for it to grow, and then it's just there's so much competition from the other plants out here for what little nutrients they can get.
So what is this over here? This thing is like kind of...
I think that's a type of manzanita, I think. They're usually really woody. They can grow several hundred years. They're usually found in the higher elevations where there's adequate moisture.
Oh, how about this orange thing over here?
That's a globe mallow. They're super common. They're everywhere in the Mojave.
Globe mallow.
Globe mallow. Yep.
Super common.
Yeah, and then there's just some annual grasses out here. Grasses are really hard to identify because sometimes you actually have to break out like a lens, hand lens, to look at the inflorescence to determine what it is. There's your word of the day: inflorescence. Cue the music for NBC's The More You Know.
Okay, is this our ghetto? That's our ghetto daisy again. So is that everything? This was the mystery thing, right?
I think so, yeah. Let me look here. Take a picture. I have an app that can ID this, perhaps.
We have an app that will ID these. Hold on.
Pistil and the stamen. There's the stamen right there. And there's the pistils. They produce the pollen. Okay, let's see, what did I see?
So are there bugs out here that fertilize these things?
Mm-hmm. There are flies, bees. Yeah, there's some flies buzzing around this one. Okay, so it could be a type of mirabilis or it could be an epilobium. But each of those genuses have several hundred species in them. Now this one is probably one of my favorite plants out in the Mojave. This is Eragonum inflatum. I think I said it right. And see this gall right here? That's a gall. And an insect, a type of wasp, will actually lay its egg inside there. And then the plant will continue to grow around it. And once this dies, so there's a larva in there. Once it dies, it'll basically chew its way out. So if you see these dried up in the desert, you can pull them up when they're dead and look for the hole, and you'll see where the little fly came out.
So does a fly kill it, or does it die and then the fly?
No, this is actually its way of the plant surviving. The tissues grow around where that egg was, that the wasp laid, or the insect laid. But the common name is desert trumpet.
Oh, how about this thing right here?
That's already flowered. That's that other one that I'm not sure of. Let's see, yeah, desert trumpet is Eragonum inflatum, yeah. It's pretty cool. I think it may be like a mutualistic relationship between the... Oh, here we go, yeah. The swelling of the stems was assumed to have been influenced by the presence of gall insects. The female wasp produces a small hole in the inflated portion, packs the cavity with larvae, and lays her eggs upon them, providing a food source. However, recently, research performed by a world authority on the genus of Eriogonum at the University of Maryland College Park revealed the swollen stem of Eriogonum inflatum is due to high concentrations of carbon dioxide in the solid stem and seems to be related to gas regulation. But some insects do utilize the swollen stems. So it's a way for the plant to actually like exchange gases.
It's all about carbon dioxide.
Yep.
We're putting too much of that into the atmosphere.
So they love that. This plant probably will thrive better because of it.
Yeah, lots of plants will.
Oh, very good. Yeah. Let's see. Here are 3 different hedgehog cacti together. There's one here, over here, and over there, and they're all different. That could be Engelmann's hedgehog, which would be Echinocaris engelmannii. Not sure the scientific of that one. And then this one, yeah, it's another hedgehog cactus. I'd like to find a fish hook. There's fish hook cactus out here too, and yeah, the spines will actually hook at the end. Okay, so here we have purple desert sage, and it's been loving the rains that we've had out here. And the tips of the stamens, or is that the style? Their tips are yellow. If you zoom in and look at it, yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're yellow. And this one, like all sages, they smell good too. So you can, yeah, that's really aromatic.
And then how about this red one?
That's the Indian paintbrush.
Oh, in bloom.
In bloom. That's in full glory right there.
Indian paintbrush.
Yep.
And then we got one down here we want to look at.
So this guy right here is Penstemon bicolor, or two-tone Penstemon. And it grows basically anywhere where it can get a little more moisture and rain than, say, down in areas where just creosote grow. But yeah, this one just started blooming. I mean, these are spent down here. See, that's all dried up and spent. But here's the seed pods. So it's about halfway through its cycle of reproducing. So this one is done. It closes up and it'll drop off. And then right below it, there's the seed pod. And see how the seed pod is still developing? It hasn't turned green like the rest of them. So on up the stem, here's some that just haven't bloomed yet. And that's your Penstemon bicolor. Wildflowers in the desert.
You got your own cigarette now, baby. You come along.